हाय रिचा, टफ गेम टुडे, बट आपकी अगर पर्सनल इनिंग्स के बारे में बात करें तो वन ऑफ द फाइनेस्ट, आई थिंक आप खुद भी शायद मानेंगे। रिचा, हमने पहले भी इस बारे में बात किया है कि जब आप बोलते हैं कि आप एक फिनिशर हैं, आपको जब 2-4 ओवर अंत में मिलता है आपको पता है आपको क्या करना है। आज जब 25 ओवर था तो रिचा ने अपनी इनिंग्स को कैसे पेश किया, आप बताएं।
पहली बात तो जब मैं बैटिंग में गई ऑलरेडी विकेट्स डाउन थे, तो मुझे पार्टनरशिप बनाना था एक। तो मैं और अमन वही बात कही थी कि कैसे पार्टनरशिप बनाएं और इनिंग्स को हम लंबा कैसे लेके चले। तो हम वो बातें कर रहे थे और वैसे ही हम लंबा लेके चले, तो वही बात हो रही थी उधर सिर्फ।
स्नेह के साथ
हाँ, जब स्नेह भी आई तो सेम बात था कि हम पार्टनरशिप बनाएंगे। अगर मिलेगा तो हम ऑब्वियसली उसको मारेंगे, अगर नहीं मिल रहा है तो अच्छा बॉल को एक्सपेक्ट करेंगे। तो वही बात हो रहा था सिर्फ।
रिचा, जब हम पाकिस्तान के बारे में मैच के टाइम पे देखा था, जो स्नेह राणा वॉकड इनटू बैट, आप वो स्टेयर्स के सामने खड़े रह के देख रहे थे। इस बार इतना लंबा बैट करने का मौका मिला, तो आपका मेंटालिटी क्या था? मतलब यू लुक लाइक अ प्लान टू फुल बैट द फुल इनिंग्स।
मैंने पहले से वैसे प्लान नहीं करती मैं कभी, कि मैं जस्ट वेट करती हूँ कि मुझे कब मौका मिलेगा। तो जो भी सिचुएशन होगा उसको मुझे एडप्ट करके उसको अच्छे से हमें प्लेस करना है, तो मेरा वही काम है। तो मैं वो सोचती हूँ कि जो भी क्वेश्चन जो भी अपना ओवर्स बाकी होगा उसको मैं पूरा खेल के ख़त्म कर पाऊँगी।
ऋचा, मैं पूछना चाहता हूँ कि पूरा मैच आपके हाथ में था, 6 आउट हो गए थे, रन रेट भी ऊपर था, किस मोमेंट पे टीम इंडिया ने मैच गंवाया? आपको क्या टर्निंग पॉइंट किया था? और लगातार टॉप बॉलर हमारा फेल हो रहा है, तीसरा मैच है ये जब टॉप बॉलर फेल हुआ है, इस बारे में आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
पहले टॉप ऑर्डर का बताती हूँ कि जैसे वो लोग बहुत अच्छे खेल कर सीरीज़ में इतना अच्छे खेले, एक मैच उनको डिफाइन नहीं करते कि वो फेल क्या है, जो भी हो ही सकता है, गेम है। एंड हमारा भी काम है कि हमें अगर मौका मिलता हमें भी करना है। तो हमेशा टॉप ऑर्डर के ऊपर छोड़ के हम ऐसा नहीं कर सकते कि टॉप ऑर्डर फेल हो गए। एंड दूसरी बात, हमने मैच छोड़ा नहीं था कभी भी, हम लास्ट बॉल तक हम जितना भी ले सके। हाँ, वो लोग ने बहुत अच्छे शॉट्स खेले। आई थिंक वो टर्निंग पॉइंट था कि जब क्रांति ओवर डाल रही थी उसमें जो एक छक्का 2 चौका जो आया, अदरवाइज जो भी चला था आई थिंक कंट्रोल में चल थोड़ा। हाँ, चौक वो भी मारने आया, तो वो अच्छे शॉट्स खेले लास्ट तक।
जब ऑस्ट्रेलिया चेस कर रही थी तो हम देख रहे थे कि स्पिनर्स ने काफ़ी रिस्ट्रिक्शन लगाया, लेकिन एंड में जैसे आपने भी बोला कि पेस बॉलर्स को काफ़ी रन पड़ गए थे, तो आपको लगता है कि कुछ
कौन चेस करे थे? सॉरी,
अपने साउथ अफ्रीका। तो जब चेस कर रहे थे तब स्पिनर ने तो काफ़ी रिस्ट्रिक्शन लगाया था, लेकिन जब पेस बॉलर्स आ गए तो उन्होंने थोड़ा रन काफ़ी दे दिए। तो ये कंडीशंस की वजह थी या उन्होंने अच्छा खेला, या आपको लगता है कि वहाँ ड्यू था या बॉल थोड़ा सा गीला था?
हमने जो प्लान किया, हमने कोशिश की उसको, पेस बॉलर का जो प्लान था वो डालने की कोशिश की है। बट वो लोग ने बहुत अच्छे शॉट्स खेले, जैसे उन्होंने मारे। आई थिंक वो उनको क्रेडिट जाता है कि वो इतना अच्छे शॉट्स खेले। आई थिंक मैं वही बोलूँगी कि अच्छे शॉट्स खेले वो।
हाय रिचा, वैसे तो आपका रोल फिनिशर का है। कुछ साल पहले आप नंबर 3 पे भी बैटिंग कर रही थी, फिर आपको नीचे पुश किया गया फिनिशिंग के लिए। पिछले मैच में तो 45th ओवर के आसपास आपकी बैटिंग आई थी। आज इतनी जल्दी जाना पड़ा और आपने अपनी फिटनेस पे भी काम किया है पिछले कुछ सालों में, ताकि आप लंबे टाइम तक क्रीज पे रहें। गर्मी और ह्यूमिडिटी बहुत थी, तो अपने नॉर्मल गेम से कितना हट के खेलना पड़ा आपको लंबी इनिंग्स खेलने के लिए?
मुझे नहीं लगता मैंने मेरे गेम से हटा है कुछ भी। मेरा गेम में अगर मुझे जगह मिला है बॉल जोन में तो मैं मारी भी हूँ, और अगर नहीं मिला तो मैं कोशिश करती कि सिंगल्स रोटेट हो सके जितना, क्योंकि उधर पार्टनरशिप इंपॉर्टेंट था। तो मेरे दिमाग में वही चल रहा था एंड सब ट्रस्ट कर रहे थे, इसलिए आई थिंक जल्दी मिला आज।
Hi Richa. So you had a string of games where you couldn't convert your scores until the last match against Pakistan, and today you got going. So did anything change in your approach or technique or anything else for these 2 matches?
सच बताओ तो नहीं, क्योंकि एक मैच में आ भी सकते रन, नहीं भी आ सकते। बट मैं कोशिश किया, मेरा जो बेसिक है जो भी मैं मैच के पहले भी करती हूँ और मैच के तुरंत भी जो भी करती हूँ मैं वो सेम रखूँ हमेशा, कि एक मैच में अच्छा लग रहा है बट रन नहीं आया, वो डिफरेंट चीज़ है, उसको मैं आज कन्वर्ट कर पाई, वो बड़ी बात है मेरे लिए आज।
हेलो रिचा, वर्ल्ड कप है, ऑब्वियसली गेम्स कम इन थिक एंड फास्ट, तो इसके बाद आप कैसे रीग्रुप करेंगे? ऑस्ट्रेलिया को खेलना है, अब इसके बाद इंग्लैंड और न्यूजीलैंड बड़े मैचेस आपके आने वाले हैं, तो इस मैच के बाद आप रीग्रुप कैसे करेंगे और आगे का प्लान थोड़ा सा अगर बताएं।
अभी हम लोग फिर इसको लेके बैठेंगे, हम कहाँ अच्छे किए, कहाँ गलत भी किए दोनों, कि हम कहाँ इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं, तो उसको वो तो हम मीटिंग हो गई। एंड हम एक गेम की वजह से नहीं सोचेंगे कि आगे भी कैसे करना है, वो हम धीरे धीरे जो प्रैक्टिस होगा उसमें भी हम प्लान करेंगे, एंड हम कोशिश करेंगे पॉजिटिव जो हमने किए आज मैच में वो हम कैरी फॉरवर्ड करें आगे।
थैंक यू।
थैंक यू।
Hi, Richa, this is one of your best knocks, but how disappointing it is to go in a losing cause. And also, are you happy with the batting order? Given a chance, would you like to come up in the batting order? Are you happy with the batting order?
मुझे जब भी मौका मिलता है मैं कोशिश करती हूँ उधर अच्छे परफॉर्मेंस करने की, तो मेरा बैटिंग ऑर्डर मैं सोचती नहीं हूँ कि मुझे पहले आ रहा है या जो भी, मुझे जो मौका मिलता है, जितना भी ओवर मिलता है, मैं उसमें रन कन्वर्ट करने की कोशिश करती हूँ। एंड लूजिंग टीम वो लोग ऐसे लाइक हमने भी अच्छे खेले, वो भी, वो मैटर नहीं करते कि मैंने रन किया और आज हार गए, बट अगर हम जीतते ऑब्वियसली खुशी होता, बट हमने कोशिश की कि इस मैच को हम बनाए रखें, तो ठीक है, एक मैच लाइक जो ऐसे गया अभी, नेक्स्ट मैच हम कम बैक करेंगे अच्छे से। थैंक यू।
Hi Nadine, congrats on the win and a sensational innings. Yesterday you spoke about your role, which is sort of changed, that you have to take it deep and not like come in and hit from ball one. In the kind of situation that you went in, what was your mentality like? Were there any nerves? We didn't see any, but what was it like for you in your head?
Yeah, look, I think when me and Chloe were batting together, we just said we wanted to take it deep, and we felt like if the two of us were still batting in the back end, we backed ourselves to get 10 runs and over in the last 4 or 5 overs. So yeah, it was just about being really positive, taking the smart option, I guess, and yeah, still try and put their bowlers under pressure.
Obviously, you played out a little bit of Kranti and a few overs up front once you. And then that over came in where a 6 and a 4 came of Kranti. Like, what were the conversations in between with Chloe in terms of who to attack and who to play out in that situation?
Yeah, look, I think seam was much easier on this wicket, and I think even when we bowled the back end, we felt like it was a pretty good wicket. But I think their spinners bowled really well in that middle phase. So I think, especially in that back 10, we knew they're going to have to bowl a few seamers, and that was going to be the much easier option to take on. So I think, like I said, yeah, we just played smart cricket. Me and Chloe just tried to take it really deep. We knew that if we had to get 40 of the last 4, and the two of us were still batting, that we could get it. So it was just about building that partnership, getting ourselves in, and then taking especially the paces down. That was always the plan, to try and take the paces down, which was much easier on that surface.
Hi Nadine, very well played and congratulations on the win. Talk to us about the drama of that one particular over. There was a bowling change, and then you hit a couple of sixes, and then there was a hold up where you were clearly not happy with what was going on. Just the whole over, like if you can just break it down for us, like the whole drama of it.
Yeah, look, I think we just kind of questioned whether something really happened. We obviously felt like it was quite tactical from India to try and slow the game down, but I think in the end it actually worked out quite well, because we also got a bit of a refreshment, and it just gave me a few seconds to restart my head and my game plans as well. So I think in the end it worked out quite well, but yeah, we knew it was quite tactical. They really tried to slow the game down, especially with starting the over quite well, and then it was all about just slowing things down. But like I said, it worked out quite well for us.
Hi Nadine, congratulations on the win and incredible knock. If I'm not wrong, you've played hockey in the past. Also, power hitting has become a really important part of modern cricket. We needed a lot of that today in your knock. Could you talk to us about the training or the workout that you put in to maximize your power hitting? And of course, if there have been any transferable skills from your hockey days that you maybe think help your cricket now?
Yeah, I was never that good in hockey, but I think with hockey it kind of helps you to hit those awkward gaps where there's no, like, normally not fielders. But yeah, I think it's my natural game. I think I've always been kind of more an aggressive batter, trying to take the game on. And I think today it was just about not trying to overhit the ball. I think simplicity is everything. So I think today it was just about really backing myself and not, like I said, not try and overhit it and just time the ball. It was quite a good wicket. So I think, yeah, like I said, it just worked out well, especially with the paces, just try and use the pace.
Yeah, and maybe what is your workout routine like? Do you focus more on compound lifts, or, maybe is it largely focused on, maybe trying to maximize hitting the big runs?
Yeah, I think our trainer is obviously brilliant in his job. So I think we do have a lot of power stuff that we do that's specific for batting and also being a seamer. So you kind of do a lot of gym stuff to try and get us as strong as possible. And like I said, specific workouts that goes well with bowling, and then the same with batting. But yeah, like I said, it's something that comes quite natural to me. I've always kind of been a power hitter since I was quite young, and I think I just really try and back that as much as I can and back my ability to try and clear boundaries or hit the ball as hard as I can.
Hi Nadine. India has a particular weakness against left-arm spinners. Can you tell me what the team's plan was with Chloe and Laba? Because Chloe mentioned on broadcast that she sat up all night thinking about plans before the India game.
Yeah, I think as a batter, it's always quite tough when the ball's turning away. So I think, obviously, we have two very good left-arm spinners, and it was quite a right-handed dominant batting lineup. So I think Chloe and Mlaba did a brilliant job for us, especially in that middle, so that we could restrict India to 250 at the end. But yeah, like I said, it's always quite tough when the ball's turning away. Everybody kind of prefers the ball coming back in. So I think, but you still have to nail it. You still have to bowl very well, and I think they bowled really well today on that wicket.
Yeah, hi. The India were reeling at one point, losing 6 wickets, but Richa came and took the score to completely won. So they got around 98 runs in the last 10 overs. So what was the talk in between the break, like before the chase started? So was there any talk about the shift in momentum? And when you lost 2 wickets within the power play, what was the talk before you entered the crease?
Yeah, I think they batted quite well in the last 10 to get to a competitive total, but we still felt like it was probably par. We knew with the dew and under lights it might become a bit better, but they bowled brilliantly, and we obviously lost the 2 wickets early. But I think we had a few partnerships just to kind of, I think Laura and Chloe did well in that middle, just to stick it through a little in that tough period. And I think, yeah, like I said, I think it got much better later on with the seamers. So, yeah, we were pretty confident in chasing 250. I think we made it a bit harder for ourselves than we would have liked. But, yeah, like I said, there's a lot of positives, and glad we got over the line today.
Hi, Nadine. Well played. I just wanted to ask, we've seen a lot throughout the tournament across a bunch of different teams how the lower order batters have done quite well. Did you feel today in both the first innings and the second innings that there was a slight shift as the innings wore on? Because at the start it seemed like the wicket was a little bit slow. Do you feel it got better as both innings progressed?
Yeah, definitely. I think after the first innings and the innings break, before we walked off, we did say that we think it got a lot better. It looked quite tough against the spin, but it definitely looked a bit easier against the seamers. So yeah, we definitely think it started playing a bit better, and I guess that's why we were quite confident in chasing it. Didn't get off to the best of starts. They bowled really well. But I think the most important part is, and we've seen it in this World Cup, is you just have to stick it out. Doesn't matter if you're batting number 8 or number 9. If you give yourself a chance, I mean, Richa did it today for India as well. Just try and bat time, and I guess when it comes to the back 10, you can really start backing yourself and try and take the game on. And if it does come off, that 70 or 80 runs in the last 10 makes a massive difference in these totals.
Hi Nadine, congratulations. You said you wanted to take the game deep, obviously, but when you did, Chloe had that issue with her left leg. Did you think that you had to do most of the scoring, obviously, and also because she got out after that and you were trying to farm the strike?
Yeah, I think it obviously got a little bit more tricky when she got out. But I think even though her leg gave her a bit of problems, I think she's probably one of the best finishers in world cricket. We know she can clear any boundary, so I think when we were batting together, we were still pretty confident to chase the score. Like I said, it got a bit more tricky when she got out, but I guess it's just about the belief and the character at the end of the day, and we just wanted to stick it out and fight really hard because we knew how important this game was for our team, and yeah, like I said, really glad we got over the line.
Thank you so much. Nate, just one question in Afrikaans, please. Just summarize your feelings after that incredible knock, career best for you, and what this win means for the team as well. In Afrikaans, please.
Ja, het nie eintlik veel woorde nie, om eerlik te wees. Maar ja, ek dink great om deel te wees van 'n wen en daar te wees aan die einde. Dis my rol in die span is om daar te wees tot die einde, en die span deur te sien. En ja, nog nie regtig veel geleenthede gehad hierdie wêreldbeker nie, maar dit was great om daar te wees tot die einde en seker te maak dat die span oor die lyn kom.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. That brings us to the end.
Thank you.
Welcome back to StumpMic, where we bring you the raw, the heartbreak, and the magic of world cricket. And tonight, what a match we just witnessed at Visakhapatnam, an absolute classic at the ICC Women's World Cup. South Africa have pulled off one of the most incredible comebacks of the tournament, chasing down 251 to beat India by 3 wickets. Nadine de Klerk, remember the name. The all-rounder smashed an unbeaten 84 off just 54 balls, blasting 5 sixes to silence the home crowd and stun the Indian camp. At one stage, the Proteas were struggling at 81 for 5, and it looked like India had the game wrapped up. But captain Laura Woolvart showed calm with a patient 70 off 111 balls, and together with Chloe Tryon, 49 off 66, she started to turn things around. And then, enter de Klerk. From the moment she walked in, the momentum shifted. Every over, every boundary, she ripped through India's bowling like a storm. Her 5th six, a towering shot over long on, sealed the deal with 7 balls to spare. Earlier in the match, India's own young star Richa Ghosh played a breathtaking innings, 94 off 77 balls, to rescue her team from a collapse at 102 for 6. Coming in at number 8, Ghosh counter-attacked brilliantly, smashing boundaries all around the park. She looked certain to take India past 270, but just fell short of a maiden international century. Still, her innings gave India a total that looked more than enough, until de Klerk rewrote the script. After the match, even South Africa captain Laura Woolvart was in disbelief. She said, "That innings from Nadine was incredible. I don't think I've seen anything like it in my career. For South Africa, this is redemption. Just 6 days ago, they were bowled out for 69 by England. Now, they've beaten the co-hosts, India, in their own backyard. From chokers to comeback queens, what a turnaround. This win takes South Africa level on points with India, who missed the chance to go top of the table. Harmanpreet Kaur's side will now need to regroup quickly, because that semi-final race just got a whole lot tighter. So there it is, heartbreak for India, history for South Africa. What did you make of Nadine de Klerk's innings? Is this the best chase of the Women's World Cup so far? Drop your thoughts below, hit that like button, and subscribe to StumpMic, your voice of world cricket.